Hey guys, good morning. So it's about 5 a.m. here in Paramaribo, Suriname, and I'm going to Georgetown, Guyana, a new country. So you can see here, I'm in a new neighborhood here, and it's a very nice place. Like I'm here in this apartment. It's like there's like a company here. And I'm there. This is a very nice place, and my driver just arrived here, so we are going to drive about 8 hours more or less, I think, until 3 hours until the border, right?
Yes.
And then how many hours?
After 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Oh, it's not so far.
No.
It's great. So this is the neighborhood. Very calm.
It just take long because you have to wait for the ferry. Because the ferry leaves on 10 o'clock.
Oh, I see. You're Speedy.
Oh,
he's-
I am the driver.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Yes, yeah,
Nice to meet you, Speedy.
Standard.
But in 2024,
Yeah,
you can hear shots, you know, and wide, you know. There's only
Oh,
25 minutes classes.
Still barang ako.
Yeah, that was-
Island kita the masa kapag hotel sa Panang Island.
Yeah.
And food lang kami to the island. Yes, Guyana Island.
Yes.
That's
That's
not
what
what
we're
it is.
narrow.
Okay,
So what?
yeah. Okay, yeah, do it.
Class to go. This is the closing in the road from the Kennedy.
So, very.
Yep.
Yeah, but I can plug it in and put it in my laptop.
Yeah.
And you see, what used to be in the old days is you would print off from film.
Yeah, it was so difficult in the
Now
past.
everybody goes on the phone or on this,
Yeah.
and they don't do anything.
Now it's very easy.
Yeah, I know, but you don't print it off.
No.
Most people take all these pictures and
Yeah.
they leave it on.
Exactly.
It's in the memory.
This is a danger because we may lose. So if
Exactly.
it's everything on the cloud.
Exactly, that's my point.
This is my
Yeah.
I'm afraid of.
Well, that's right. You're traveling, you want to keep memory, but you also want to use it.
Yeah.
Show your kids.
Yeah. So guys, finally we are entering the ferry to Guyana, and I'm very excited to know this new country here in South America. It's so close to Brazil, a neighbor, but it's totally different, the culture and everything. So yeah, let's see how it will be.
And it's the only English-speaking country in South America.
Yes, the only speaking country. Thank you. So this is the ferry itself. I met this sir here. He's Scottish and he lives in Canada, in Toronto. He's a very nice guy. He passes his winters here in Guyana because the climate is much better here. So So we are just crossing now this bridge. Alright. Yes. Now let's go to the immigration center. And that's it. My first time here in Guyana.
Just for flight tonight. It's only 1,000. The 1,000 US, right? I know. So you can't forget US, you can't even get any money. $1,000. You got sent about? Hold on, maybe stupid papers. Actually go out of the race right now. Okay, oh. No, I'm gonna get him money, but she can't answer the race right now. I got me and I'm gonna do something stupid. So finally guys, I'm here in Georgetown to discover the city, and as you can see here, all the houses are so beautiful, they're so nice. Looks like I'm in Brooklyn, the United States, or any other American state. It's really nice. So let's see what the day has for us. Today I'm here with my friend Kenneth. He's a very nice guy.
Hello.
From couchsurfing. I don't know if you guys know couchsurfing. This is a very nice online application. You also have a website for it. And through couchsurfing, you can hang out with people from all over the world, make friends when you are traveling to different countries, or even receive people in your city, for example, when foreigners or even people from other states in your country arrive there. So you can hang out with different people. This is amazing. Also, couchsurfing used for housing people at your house or apartment, and in this way you can exchange culture and experiences. So always when I'm traveling to a different country, especially those countries who are not so much touristic, like Guyana for example, it's always a good idea to count on locals, and it's amazing. We do a lot of friendships and connections, and I'm very happy I found Kenneth. Is this car the same as yesterday? No?
No.
Which car is this?
This is a Subaru XV.
Uh-huh.
The one we had yesterday was a much smaller, compact car.
Yeah, but this is from the company you work at? Yeah. You can use any of their cars, yes?
I can use whichever car I want.
How many cars do they have?
They have like 4 pickup trucks.
Yeah.
2 SUV like the one yesterday, this one, a car, and another one.
Oh.
So I don't know how much that is. It's a lot.
That's great. That's great. So you already had the key of this car?
Here, yeah. I just had to pick it up from the...
From that place you went. That's cool. You know, it's my first time doing vlogs.
Yeah?
I'm not used to vlogging. Yeah. I didn't have a camera, so I just purchased this one to start making vlogs and etc. and see what will happen after I upload on YouTube.
I do a lot of videos, but not like with myself. Like I make travel videos, but not with me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but do you upload them anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I upload them on TikTok and stuff. Yeah, I never showed you any of my videos.
I think I saw your TikTok, but I didn't see like big videos. I think only short videos. You showed me. You showed me. Very nice. Yeah. Do you like to drive long distances? Like for example, from Georgetown to London?
I drove from Georgetown to French Guyana and back.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
All the way through Suriname. I left this car with this same car. I left this car in Suriname in Paramaribo, and then I went all the way into the interior. I went driving there. I came back, drove to French Guyana.
Wow! So do you like driving?
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't like. I feel stressed and very tired.
When you're driving?
Yes, I already tried driving, but I didn't like it at all. Yeah. So I stopped. So right now, today, I don't drive at all. But you know, there where I live, it's very easy to call an Uber or
I know.
take a train. So I don't see this necessity. But for example, here you do have. You have no other option. I like the houses here because they're very big. They have a lot of space.
And very colorful.
And very colorful. Are they expensive? I believe so.
Yeah. I can't afford to buy any property here.
Look at that house. It's very, very different.
Yeah.
The windows and everything.
But those windows are called Demerara shutters, and they're from way back when Guyana was colonial. All of the plantation houses were built like that because what it does is it allows the northeast trade wind to come into the building and keep it cool. Even if the rain falls, the rain wouldn't get in, but the wind would still come in.
And why, for example, that house is so high? There are a lot of woods below. Why?
Because the whole city is below sea level. Way back during colonial time, when that building was built, the drainage system was not as sophisticated as it is now.
I see.
So flooding happened a lot. So all of the homes were built on stilts.
Yes.
So even if it flooded, it wouldn't affect them. It was only recently that people started to like enclose the ground floors to have more living space. But in the past, all of the homes were built on legs.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice.
So this whole area used to just be a swamp.
Oh. This night, a lot of mosquitoes
Yeah.
bite me. Look here on my.
Oh.
I need to put some repellent. Do you practice any sport?
Do I?
Practice any sport like basketball, soccer?
My dad did. My dad played a lot of sports. I don't.
What is the most famous sport here in Guyana?
Cricket and football.
Cricket. I have no idea of what cricket is.
It's from it's like a British sport.
Very British.
Yeah.
It's like without wood, right?
Yeah, it's like baseball but with the bat.
With the-
and
yeah.
bat and,
It's not funny. I think
it's
it's boring.
it can be like there are types of the games that are very boring, like the ones they call the test match. Those are boring. I can't watch it. But then they have like the T20 cricket matches, which are very intense and fast.
Yeah.
And like it's crazy. Like cricket is a game of mathematics and probability. And yeah. With a cricket match, you know halfway through if someone is gonna win or not.
Yeah.
But sometimes it comes down to the very end, and it's like anything can happen, and oh my gosh. And everyone is just sitting on the end of their seats. So the T20 matches are so intense. They are the nice ones. The longer test matches are, I don't have the patience for it.
Oh gosh. Hey, I noted, correct if I'm wrong, that Guyana has a lot of connections with the United States, right?
Yes.
Because you do have a lot of direct flights from like New York City to here.
Those are all recent. In the not so long ago, all of the flights coming to Guyana had to go through Trinidad or Brazil.
Yeah.
It wasn't until recently that we started having a lot of direct flights to Guyana from the US.
I see.
But our connection with the United States goes way back. Our international airport was actually the Atkinson's airfield, which was built in World War II.
Wow, they used here as a base.
And that is what now developed into our international airport. That's why it's outside of the city. And it's the same with Suriname. Their international airport is about an hour outside of the city.
Yeah.
Because it was used as a base as well.
But the United States used it then.
I think it was the British who had a base there.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know about it at all.
Do you know that the British exchanged Suriname for Manhattan with the Dutch?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And well, the Dutch did a bad business. I believe. I don't know, but maybe at that time it made
sense because sugar was like gold back then.
Yes.
And at the tropical climate, they have been able to produce sugar, coffee, cotton, and also Suriname has a lot of bauxite.
Yeah.
So back then, Suriname was way more valuable than Manhattan, which was also just like a swamp, you know?
Yeah, like a swamp and very cold places, So, interesting. And there in Suriname, the Dutch they speak is not like the Dutch from the Netherlands. It's different, right?
Old Dutch.
But for example, people from the Netherlands understand Surinamese people who speak in Dutch. Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of Dutch tourists and Dutch people living in Suriname.
Yeah, like the guy, I stayed my first 2 nights in a very simple house, and the owner is Dutch. I talked to him. Leo. Oh, this is the Russian embassy?
Yeah.
The Russian embassy is also very protected.
Yeah. Except this one had a cafe on the inside, so you can go and have like like sandwich and coffee and stuff in the Russian embassy, which was amazing.
Anyone can go inside?
Yeah, but now it's closed.
Oh no!
And you go into the Russian embassy and you
so
have
cool.
coffee, and it was nice. Like I don't think anyone can say they went to a cafe in the Russian embassy. You know?
How did you discover that?
I don't. And someone told me about it, and I went, and it was really nice. It was very cozy and like nice, and you can go and you can sit and just like hang out, have a salad, and
Oh, nice.
these are all our traffic police.
You know, I like the clothing of the police here. It's very British, very
Very
old.
British,
yes,
yeah.
with the cap and everything.
So I will drive on the seawall again, and then we will park at one point, and then we will just walk for a bit.
All right.
Then we'll come back and go get lunch. So this is all the Atlantic there. Trinidad is all the way somewhere over there.
How many hours of flight from here to Trinidad and
About an
Tobago?
hour.
I really want to go there, you know? I really want to go there. But from São Paulo to there, oof, that's crazy. Maybe, who knows, in the future I will return here because I will visit more Caribbean countries. So
Yeah.
here will be like a stop point.
I mean, it's easy to fly from Sao Paulo to Boa Vista and then just fly to Georgetown. And then from here you can fly to Barbados, to Trinidad, and you can connect with all the islands.
Yeah. Is Suriname Airlines good? This Sunday will be my first time flying with them from Paramaribo to Belém.
Did you fly to Belém from Paramaribo?
Yes.
I did not know this.
I think only Sundays, once per week. Do people go to the beach like there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
people swim in the water.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, so the Essequibo, which is the third largest river in South America after the Amazon and the Orinoco, is just over there.
Mhm.
Not this one, the other river. And it's 27 miles across with like 365 islands in it. It's massive.
Wow.
And all the silt from that river gets washed into the Atlantic, and it gets washed down along our coast. So this is why the water is silty like this.
Yeah, it's very
You have to go
brown.
farther out to get the clear water.
Yeah.
But people still bathe in it. It's like getting a free mud spa treatment.
But aren't there like crabs there?
There are crabs and fishes and everything
Yeah,
there.
imagine you are taking a bath and a crab bites you, something like that.
I was recently up in the mountains in this little pool in the mountains, and while I was swimming, little fishes were nibbling at my sides. Like, and I have a lot of ticklish, and I'd be like,
Yes.
and I was like, ah! Like, they were so mean.
Wow.
And then they were nibbling at my toes. It was crazy.
You know, there is a fish in Amazon. I don't know if you have ever heard about it. If you pee in the river,
Yeah.
these small fish enter your
Yeah.
canal.
I know. I know it. I know it very well.
Does it already happen with you?
No.
Before?
But it's I know the fish. I know what it looks like. I know because when our savanna floods in the rainy season,
Mhm.
it joins with the Amazon, and then when the water flows back, some of it flows into the Essequibo and Rupununi and into the Atlantic, and the rest flows into the Amazon
I
River.
see.
So it mixes, so we can have it here as well. So this building in front of us is called the Yana
Mhm.
over there. And it's called a benab, and benabs are what indigenous people build. Our indigenous people, the Amerindians, their traditional homes would look like this.
Yeah.
A thatched roof, and it's usually opened all the way around. So this one is called the Yana, which means the meeting place.
Humana,
Yeah.
The meeting place.
And it's
Wow.
used now for like conferences and meetings and all sorts of stuff.
It's like indigenous tribes, right? Do they still live in
Yeah.
the forest?
Yeah, we have 9 indigenous tribes. They all speak their own language, and they have their own culture, and they still live in like indigenous villages.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. Yeah, it's good.
visit them a lot. And this monument is for our sea turtle.
The same way Dutch people built their houses, the same way British did, it's the same one.
Similar, because the Dutch is actually the one who engineered the city. The Dutch built all of the canals, the Dutch did everything, and they did it for the British. Because the British didn't know how to do it. They knew they wanted to settle here, but it was all swampland. So who else to do it than the Dutch, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the drainage system that we use is the Dutch drainage system that they had developed and built hundreds of years ago. These canals were all dug by the Dutch. Actually, slaves dug them. And these sluice gates are manual Dutch sluice gates that we call them cokers. So every time the tide comes up, someone will close this manually so the water can't come in. And if the rain fall, whatever water is collected is held in these canals. And then when the tide fall, they open that manually like it's open now, and all of the water will flow out into the Atlantic or into the river using gravity.
Wow.
So it's so simple, but such an effective way of draining the city.
Wow, very smart people.
And this was in 1923, this one was built.
Nowadays you don't use it anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's still being used.
It's still
it's
being
draining
used.
the city right now. It's open, and those guys sitting on the other side are actually working there. And every 6 hours they have to open and close it.
They're pulling the water outside to the ocean.
And if someone forgets to close that, the entire city will be flooded.
Oh,
It's such an important job.
Yeah, because like you told me, the city is at the level of the sea.
Below the level.
Below the level of the sea. Yeah. So naturally the water comes in.
Yeah. And naturally now when it's low, the water flows out with gravity. So it's so simple, but it works.
Wow, that's cool.
That's how we drain the city. That's how we were able to live in the swamp.
I imagine in the past, all these big ships from England, from the Netherlands arriving here.
Right here. Right along the river there.
Wow. With these people with a lot of clothing, the women with a lot of big dresses. Imagine.
So we're gonna walk here because this area has a lot of history. So we're gonna walk here. I'm gonna tell you a lot about like that building over there. I love history, you know. I read a lot of historical fiction, not only in the Caribbean and Guyana, but other places. I love it.
I'm impressed by the organization of the city, the cleanliness. It's very clean, everything, and it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I think everybody near Guyana should come here and visit this country. It's worth it, especially Brazilians, especially people living in Roraima, Amazon region, for example. Look at this square, guys. Everything clean, a lot of big trees, a lot of wonderful houses nearby. It's very nice.
Sun in the city is hotter than, because sometimes I'm like in the savannah for days, just hiking 6 hours a day, and it's not as hot as it is here.
Can we go inside?
Right? You can't really go into anywhere.
Oh really? Everything's closed.
All of the museums, all of the churches.
Is there any expected date for opening?
They are, well, right now, the gazetted order is to relax all of the COVID restrictions and curfews. So we are slowly reopening.
Yeah, because the COVID-19 cases here are decreasing, right?
Yeah.
And then what about the vaccination? Do almost everybody already have the shots?
A big percentage of the population is.
So you already had how many? 2?
I have 2, yeah. The original first one and the booster shot.
And we will have a third one or not?
No, I actually have 3 because the one I took had to get 2 shots. The first shot, the second dose, and then the booster. So I have 3 shots so far.
Wow. Did you feel anything after taking the vaccination? Some people feel a little weird, a little like
I felt like I was
tired.
I smelled like I smoked marijuana.
Oh.
That's the feeling I got.
Oh yeah, I see.
there's of course the St. George's Cathedral, which is
Oh, let's take a picture there.
all built of wood.
It's beautiful. And it's renovated. When Gabriel Herrera came here, it was still under maintenance. I think he came in December, something like that, or
Now,
November.
What makes this building unique is all of the
Saber como va a ser la raza. Voy a comprar, ¿cómo me parece? Pero contraté a un tour privado